friends, Ms. Lintner here. Today I'm going to show you how to add the 3D features to your monster face, or monster head I should say, and how to do the final paper mache layer. The first thing you notice that I've done is I've taken the balloon out. I poked a hole in it and let it deflate and then pulled it right out. That does leave a hole in my balloon that I'm going to cover up with a little bit of masking tape so that I can paper mache over it on my last go. The other thing you can see is I've used a paper plate and a cardboard tube to make a pair of ears, and then I used the masking tape to tape them down and to make a horn, again using the masking tape to tape them down. I used the same techniques that we used on our paper masks at the very beginning of the semester to make tabs so I could set things down easily. The nice thing about this is because we're going to paper mache over the tape, it doesn't matter what it looks like, so the tape can go wherever it needs to. I've made 2 ears and a horn, and I've made part of a beak for my 3 3D elements, and now I'm going to do the next half of the beak so you can see what I did. I'm taking the natural shape of my balloon and kind of playing with that, making this pointed part the beak, and just gonna add that there. Yes, and then can tape down the sides. So I have this shape here, and like that. Okay, so once I feel like all of my features are securely attached, then I can use more of that glue and water, and this time I'm going to use pieces of brown paper towel and use the same technique. Dip my finger in, wet it down, flip it over, and lay. And I'm going to use fairly smallish pieces. If I do that, I will have fewer lumps and bumps, and this will make a nice smooth base for me to paint on. So that is my goal. Few lumps and bumps. I don't have to worry about vertical or horizontal pieces because, well, one, I'm just kind of laying it over. I've already got 3 layers of the other paper mache making it sturdy. This is to make it smooth. And also, because this is a completely different color than what I've used before, I don't have to worry about figuring out, oh, have I done this part yet? Have I not done this part yet? I can just look and say, oh yeah, that's brown, that's newspaper. Obviously, I haven't done that part yet. So I'm going to keep going and do some more, and I will come back and show you what it looks like when I'm all done. I'm back, and there are a couple things that I wanted to show you before I finished. One is that I decided I wanted to add a 4th 3D element, or a 4th 3D feature, which is a couple of bulgy eyes. And I just took a piece of newspaper and wadded it up and then taped it on to my figure. Oh, I'm going to need another piece of tape. Tape it onto the head so that I can get 2 bulgy eyes. And I'll just go over that with the paper mache. No, it's not sticking too well right now because the paper mache is underneath and it's wet, but once I put the paper mache over it, it'll all stick together. The second thing I want to do is actually take the bottom and kind of smush it in a little so that I can set the head down flat instead of having it roll around. Okay, the third thing that I want to do is add some texture to my horn. So I'm going to take these pieces of pieces of paper, and I'm going to kind of roll them when I put them on so that my horn has a texture to it, that it's not just smooth, that it has bumps and lumps and maybe even curves, spirals up. We'll see if I can get it to do that. So that's what I'm going to do. Have a textured horn, and then go over all of my other elements with the paper towel.